5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Hello and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Live. I've just hit a camera off screen. Oh dear. Oh, that's not starting well. But hello, and let's start by welcoming you to the Retrovator. I am a little bit hoping that things go well tonight, let's put it that way, because I'm a little bit out of practice with this. It's a bit iffy, and I forgot to put up a stream warning until quite close to the time. So hopefully people have noticed and seen here. Hello to Sir Patrick Furlong and Amelia. Hello, Amelia. Meow. And of course, hello to James Pets. Always a pleasure. So I'm just going to try and bring up the Graphic Adventure Creator Manual. Creator C64 Manual. Arr. I think this is the one. Is this it? No, that's the Adventure. How do I keep getting Adventure Creator instead of Graphic Adventure Creator every single time? Wow, this is terrible. I'll find it in a minute. Graphic Adventure Creator Manual. Amstrad version's fine. That's fine. Hello. So, as we were doing last week, we are going to be doing a bit more of a Graphic Adventure Creator game. So, where is it? Where is it? There it is. So, I need to load it in. And from disk, it's called Arbiter. I hope. Insert the disk. And let's hope it works. Ooh. So we're making a game. It's, well, kind of making a game. We're porting a game from the Amstrad to the Commodore, but not using any of the Amstrad version as a reference. Just going off my brain and making it in Graphic Adventure Creator instead of straight basic. So see whether it makes it better and more... more interesting. So if I bring up on the screen my big camera, there is the map. We start off up here in our ship, come down and across into the crash ship. That's we've landed here to investigate, and now we've got to try and find out what's going on. It appears to be a big mess at the moment, so what we need to do is have a look around and get in there. So let's have a look. You're standing in the remains of what may have been the ship's mess hall. This is where we got up to last time. We're in room 9. So we're in the mess hall. And we need to sort some stuff out. We've changed up the way the ship looks. It's very much a different game at the moment. Hello, Martin Vegas. How are you doing? And we've done some weird stuff to it. Because we've got more options. We're better use of memory. And we can put more stuff in. So if we examine the terminal... we should be able to look straight into the thing. This is a damaged food terminal. The screen flashes on and off, like the power is only getting through intermittently. It may still be able to produce basic sustenance, however. Use terminal. You tap the controls on the damaged terminal, hoping to produce something edible. The terminal makes a squelching, wet, farting noise, like... basically. I can't believe I've just done that in an adventure game. And spits out a lump of beige mush. Examine the mush. This is the kind of thing that we got to add in this time because we have more options. The mush smells funny and looks like someone tried to glue porridge together to form a leg of ham. Obviously, they failed. Smell mush. Yes, we can smell things in this game. If you've ever smelled wet carpet in a room full of smoke, you will get a basic idea of just how unpleasant this lump of mush smells. It's decidedly unappealing. Eat mush. Yum! So yes, we have the ability to smell in this game. So that's about as far as we got. We can't go south, can we? No. We can't go... well, we can go north. We're in the mangled pieces of the burning hull, because that used to be where the cockpit was, but we turned the ship around this time. So we've got standing between the mangled pieces of burnt hull, charged electronics, and other debris from the crashed vessel. What does the mush taste like? Yum! It tastes like yum! It's one of those daft games where basically I haven't thought of that. Shut up. No, not really. I just decided that in order to try and keep it funny, if you eat anything that's edible in this game, it's just going to be yum. So, oh, hang on. We've still got Monday Night Live and the death count on screen. There we go. So we're okay now. So, I was thinking here, this is the damaged portion of the ship. Hi, John. How are you doing? We're going to have, on this piece, something about... And hello, Ben. How are you doing? We need a crowbar. We're going to need a crowbar. If we go back south, there will be... We haven't mentioned that there's a... Dropped out for a moment there. Computer error. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We haven't mentioned that in room 9, there is a panel in the floor. So we're going to have to deal with that. So if we go to room descriptions, room number 9... it's a mess. Damaged furniture is strewn everywhere, while most of the walls are burned black. A terminal on the wall flashes as if waiting for an input. We need to put something on the end. Input and a... Oh, what's the word? And a panel in the floor, and a raised panel in the floor. Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, we'll just add it as an object. Why don't we just add it as an object? That would work. Yeah, let's do that. You will also see a object. One. What's the object? One appealing lump of mush. Object number 2. A raised... No, a... What can we say? A charred... Let's do this. A charred floor panel. There we go. It starts in room number 9. And weighs 1, because we're not going to be able to pick it up. So we need a message now. Let's have a look. Message 10. 9. Right, so 10. The panel is far too heavy to pick up and carry around. So there we are. Sounds like my bedroom minus the burnt walls. You do not want to see what this... I'll show you what's in it. You think this is that your room is bad? Look at this. Let me just move this camera. So, there is one wall. It is covered in stuff. Across here is the other wall. It is covered in stuff. This room is tiny. And down there, all of the stuff that's in here, like my bin, my amazing trousers, and loads of shelves. James Pet says, I approve of cacti. That cactus is amazing. Seriously, it's amazing. It's actually not a cactus, it's fiber optic. I kid you not, that is fiber optic, and it's so cool. So, there we go. Let's put this back into the correct position. They're sitting on top of a monitor, otherwise it falls on the floor. There we go. Fine, it's just going to mess about. So watch this. If I just go and turn it on. Oh, I can't because I'm using all the wires. Oh, that's a shame. I can't turn the cactus on. But yeah, it's fiber optic, so it shines and blinks. It's great. In a very much the same way that all of these lights here are changing colour. It does the same thing. That's great. So, yeah. We've got an object now. If we go back to the adventure, there, we can see a charred floor panel. So, we need to sort that out. Low priority conditions. What are we up to? Like 10? I think we're on 10. No. 11, 12, 13. So, we need a get. We need a message for get. I think get is command number 8, but let's have a quick look down our noun list of what we typed in. Yes, get is 7, drop is 8. Okay. So, there we go. If verb 7 and noun. We haven't got a noun. I'll just put noun 1 for the moment. And here 2. Message 10 end. Because we haven't done a noun for it yet. Nouns. Legs, mush, ship and terminal. So 4 is Did we call it panel? I think it was panel. There we go. So 4. 4. No, delete that one. Delete that one. We don't want... Yeah, 5 is panel. Okay. That was it. Panel, wasn't it? Yeah, charred floor panel. So, low priority conditions, we need 5. That's for the mush. And verb 7 and noun 1 are here too. So it's noun 5. Sending message 10. Cacti are easy to grow. We brought one of those little potted ones and it's literally grown to a cacti the same size as that fiber optic one. Amazing. So that should work now. If we go to the panel, get panel. The panel is far too heavy to pick up and carry around. Hi Ninja Zoo, how you doing? I used to use my Amiga on my Amstrad CPC monitor, never a C64 though. You used an Amiga on a CPC monitor. Did you have one of those adapters so it would work as a TV and then plug it through that? Because that would be cool. That would be great. Okay, tonight's beverage of choice was iced tea. So, we can now got the panel, but we haven't finished because we need a crowbar. Definitely need a crowbar. That's going to be something that we need. So, objects. Which object number 3? A makeshift crowbar. Starts in room number 255 and weighs 2. So, object 3 is a crowbar. I'm going to write that down because we're going to need this. Essentially, what we're doing here is we're going to have to search in order to find a crowbar. So, object, noun, verb for all the special ones that we need. Arbiter C64 game. There we are. 5 is panel. 6. No, that's noun, isn't it? Panel. Will be crowbar. Object 5 and 6. That's 2 for panel. 3 for crowbar. Okay, let's do this. They both use RGB. I had to make a cable adapter. Picture was good, but not as good as Commodore monitor. We don't have SCART here often in Australia. Fair enough. Wow. You made a cable adapter for an Amstrad monitor. That's amazing. Meanwhile, I've got a SCART adapter plugged into the C64 that's running into a DVD recorder that's plugged into a video capture system, so it gets onto the screen. And it's just ridiculous that this even works. So yeah, I'm just using a screen recorder. This is actually seeing my screen, my monitor. This is just pulling in from the Mac. That's all this does, and it's amazing that it works. But yeah, there we go. Put the overlay back on. No, go on. Put the overlay back on. There we go. I'm still amazed that it works. Right, so we need a crowbar. So we've got an object, and we need a noun. Hi, Iron Horse, how you doing? Here you are again on a desert-based adventure. Yes, we're in the desert having a dessert. So nouns. So 5 was panel, yes. So 6 will be crowbar. There we go. So we need a verb now to search, because we're going to need to search. V for verbs. Access clients. Do we not have search yet? No, we don't. We have 18 for smell. So that's as far up as we go. Number 18. I believe it actually is. No, 19 is eat. Okay. Dessert adventure, yes. So we're going to have 17, which is access. 18 is smell. 19 is eat. Guys, I feel really ill tonight. I went out for a walk in the sun earlier on because I thought that was a great idea. Nice day, have a good walk. I do not feel good. I'm hoping I haven't got heat stroke because that would be a bad thing. So I'm just going to pour another drink. You Oh, I heard that you were dismantling your train layout. Yeah. I love that, James. You've really got to put that game together. That would be great. Desert Island Adventures. Your objective is to escape from the people trying to rescue you and take you back to the land of broccoli. So, now, it is Diet Coke. Oh. Oh. Cooling down, that's nice. Ah, there we go. Right, let's get some more of this done. Let's see how far we can get. Patrick says, if you don't feel well, go to bed. I can't. After this, I've got to edit some videos. It's a busy, busy day. I decided to go for a walk instead of going to work because I'm self-employed and no one can stop me. Never be self-employed and irresponsible. So, yeah, that was fun. Okay, let's do this. So, we need 20. Search. There we go. So, verb 20 is going to be to search. 20. And we also need a noun of 7 for rubble. So let's do this. We're going to need a noun. Noun 7. Okay, we've got that in. So we've got a rubble. So messages. We're going to need some messages. We're up to the message 11, I believe. Because 10 was the other one. Yeah. So message 11. You search for quite some time, but all you find is your hands are getting filthy from all the charring on the metal. There you go. And 12, you search around and find a solid, albeit charred, piece of bent metal that would work well as a makeshift crowbar. There we go. You need a wash hands option. Absolutely we need a wash. And your character needs to refuse to eat until I wash their hands. I like that idea. So, here we go. So we're going to need a marker at this point. And we're going to need... let's go into the adventure a second. Because I need to look at the diagnostics. Do we have any markers set? So markers 0 and 1 are set, but marker 2 isn't. So I'm going to put down marker 2 being something very interesting. Marker 2, crowbar, found. That's going to be useful for later. Right. Let's go back in. So, let's have a look around the game again, sorry. Right. Go north. And we're in a damaged area with charred debris and all of that. Go north. Charred debris and all of that. So, that's the only places where there's charred debris, isn't it? Because if we go east, we're in the desert, and down we go into the desert, and you can't go south from there. So we need 2 rooms, 8 and 7, where you can check of the debris. Let's go to local conditions. So conditions local C for room number 7. That's where we're going to have the thing. The line number 1. Okay. If verb 20 and noun 7. So 7's rubble, but 7 can also be debris. Let's put that in as well. We'll put that in a second. Search debris. If verb 20 and noun 7 and set question mark 2. If that's set, then we get message 11. End. No, we can't do that. Go back to 1. Noun 7 and reset, because we don't want it to jump back and forward, because it will check twice. It'll go and reset, 2. Message 12. Object is crowbar, so 3, 2. No, it's not 3, 2. It's bring, isn't it? The verb, the command is bring, for bring. Give me 1 second to scroll through this and find it. Where are my commands? X in what? Because that's a. Where's bring? Where's bring? Or bring? Bring. Bring object n here. So bring. It is bring, isn't it? Yeah, bring. Bring 3. Get 3. N. No, set 2. End. So line number 2. If verb 20 and noun, no, not 1, noun 7 and set question mark 2, message 11 end. So that should just sort it out. So here we go. Let's check this out. Right, go north, search rubble. So I've done it the wrong way around. See that? We've done it the wrong way around. We now have in our inventory a makeshift crowbar. We can't actually drop the crowbar, but there we are. We've done it the wrong way around. I had it right the first way because it will check both. It'll start with 1 and then go to the next and run through all of the conditions. So we need run number 7. Line number 1, verb 20, noun 7, and set question mark 2, message 11, and then just delete everything after message 11 up to end. So just delete all of that. So there we are. Then that should just stop anything further. Message 2, verb 20, noun 7, and reset question mark. Oops. Reset question mark 2. Then we need message 12. Bring 3. Get 3. So we bring it to this room and then pick it up. We've already got the message. Set marker 2. End. That should do it. Now, room number 8. We're just going to have one thing. If verb 20 and noun 7, message 11, end. You can search as long as you want, there's nothing in there. So, we should be okay with that now. Okay, all we need to do now is make sure the noun for 7, instead of just being rubble, 7 is also debris. We can have 2 nouns on the same number, so if you type debris or type rubble, it will do both. So, let's do it. Go north, and go north. This is the furthest north you can get. So, search debris. So you search for quite some time, but all you find is your hands are getting filthy from all the charring on the metal. So we go south. Search debris. You search around and find a solid, albeit charred, piece of bent metal that would work well as a makeshift crowbar. Search debris. And if we check our inventory, it should be in our inventory. Carrying a makeshift crowbar. Search debris. Yeah. Search for quite a time, but you find on your hands are getting filthy. So there we are. I use a catapult to find mint choc chip ice cream at Zoe. Oh, I'm not a fan of mint choc chip, I have to admit. Jen loves it, but I don't. Right. We need to mention that we've picked it up. Otherwise, let's put object cake equals lie. Object cake bring. You pick it up. There we go. So we got it now. Was that message 12? So message 13 is, this is a charred, this is a bent, charred piece of metal that will work well as a makeshift crowbar, or if desperate enough. Oh, I've done it again. I keep pressing the wrong button. Search debris. We are not searching Devi. That's not right. Or if desperate enough, a back scratcher. And since we put that in, next message. Ah, that's much better. Okay. So let's have a look. So now we need two more things, just because we have this. So 8 is back, and 21 is scratch. So was that message 13 or 14? I should have looked. 14. Oh, that's much better. Okay, low priority conditions. If desperate enough for love interest. Iron horse. Oh my goodness. Okay, if verb 21 and noun 8 and available 3, because the crowbar needs to be here, message 14 end. And then we'll do the other bits. If verb 7 and noun 1, no, not noun 1, noun 6, and here 6. Sorry, I've got to check my CCTV. Someone's making a lot of noise outside, like something's happened. It's okay. It's not anything bad. They were shouting after their kid that had raced off in front of them. Fair enough. The kid had run out into the street. So I suppose, yeah, kids will do what kids will do. Okay, there we go. So that's okay now. Right. I'm also sorry. No, don't worry about it. It's after 9. So actually, it's not here 6, is it? Because it's here 3. Because it's object 3 that we need. Here 3. Get 3. Okay. End. If verb 8 and noun 6 and carrying, not curry, car 3, drop 3, okay, end. And then we need the one for examine. If verb 16 and, I believe it's 16, isn't it? 16 is examine, isn't it? Unless it's 17 that's examine. 16 is examine. Verb 16 and noun 6 and available 3, message 13, end. Oh, apparently noun is not a word. We need noun. There we go. Okay, so this should work. Right, let's go north. Search debris. It was Jenny shouting, "Gronk it up, not a cult." If any of you don't know what that means, it's a reference to a daft joke that we have on the Monday Club with Jenny Kirk on the Jenny Kirk channel, Mondays at 7 PM. So we've got the crowbar. Check that. Right, drop crowbar. Okay, get crowbar. Examine crowbar. This is a bent, charred piece of metal that will work well as a makeshift crowbar, or, if desperate enough, a back scratcher. Scratch back. Oh, we haven't put those in. We haven't put those nouns in yet, and verbs. So, verb 21. Scratch. Noun 8. Back. Okay. I never understood the logic behind the term watershed. I understand its intended meaning, but why the term watershed? I don't know, but a watershed moment is quite an old term, isn't it? Search debris. Scratch back, because we've got the crowbar now. Ah, that's much better. There we go. Okay, let's do this. So we need 2 more things. Message, I think we're up to 14, aren't we? Yeah. Right. It smells like burned metal. and another one for eating it. As much as you probably need to increase your iron intake, this is not the way to do it. So yes, we're going to do that now. We're going to smell and eat. So yes, low priority conditions. Where did we get up to? Like 14, 15. Okay. Right. So if we're going to smell it, if verb 18 and noun crowbar 6 is noun 6 and available object 3, message I think it was 15, wasn't it? End. So yeah, that's for smelling it. If verb 19 and noun 6 and available object 3, message 16, end. So let's try this. We are doing silly things for this game because we have the space. Search debris. Examine crowbar. Smell crowbar. It smells like burnt metal. Eat crowbar. As much as you would probably need to increase your iron intake, this is not the way to do it. Iron Horse Railway says, if desperation is less than or equal to 4, then object.crowbar equals lover. James Fett says, I love your failure messages. Thank you. Right. Why on earth would we need a crowbar? Well, remember that panel in the, if we go south, you can see a charred floor panel. Examine panel. You can't. Iron Horse Railways, you gaze longingly at the Iron Horse is Iron Horse is somewhat fixated on this crowbar. We can't examine the panel because we haven't put that in yet. So let's do that now. Messages. I think we're up to message 17 because 16 was the, yeah, message 17. Let's this is a large piece of hull plating. It must have been sheared off in the crash, and it is now, excuse me, laid across the floor. I'm taking this down a different path. Right, there you are. Large piece of hull plating. So, okay, actually we can use some of those things for the low priority conditions. Line number, let's go up to, what is it, 17? 20. If verb 16 and noun 5 for the panel and available 5, in case somehow you've managed to pick it up, let's just make sure it's available. So we're looking at 16 for examine. We just put in message 17 end. I believe that's the message we just did. Message 17. Yes. So we should be able to do that now. But low priority conditions. Yeah. If verb 18 and noun 5 for the panel and available object 2 for the panel. So we'll have to go back and check that in a minute on the other one. Message 17, 16, 15 because we're smelling it. We're going to use the same messages for the crowbar and the panel. It's actually quite difficult to keep track. It is. I should be making more notes, but I'm not. It's easy enough once you know what you're doing, but it's difficult as hell when you don't. Right, so we've right, noun 18 is smell, noun 5 is the panel, and object for available object number 2. So that's message 15 for it's the same message as for smelling the crowbar. If verb 19 and noun 5 for the panel and available, in case you've managed to pick it up. Do verbs act as global variables, instances, or conditions? Verbs are markers, essentially. They're global variables, but it's a marker. So nouns, verbs, adjectives or adverbs, I can't remember which, and things like that, they're all just database entries. That's all they are. So we're saying if the person has typed this particular thing into this point, along with this other thing, then do this thing. Available to message 16 end. So we need 20. Verb 16 and noun 5 and available 5. We're not asking for available object 5, we're asking for object 2, because that is the panel. So we should be able to do this now. So if we go into here, examine the panel. It's a large piece of hull plating. It must have been sheared off in the crash and it is now laid across the floor. Smell panel. It smells like burnt metal. Yeah. And eat panel. As much you probably need to increase your iron intake, this is not the way to do it. So it's basically using the same stuff as if we were doing the crowbar. But now that we've got it interacted, we can look at the panel. It's a large piece of plating which tells the player that it's not meant to be on the floor because it's been sheared off. So there we go. We need now lift. We need to access, but we also need to be able to lift. So verb 22 is lift. Let's do this. So we need to add a verb. Verb 22, lift. But also 22 can be raise. There we are. Alright, okay, that makes more sense. I had a couple of years playing a software called GameHammer. It uses its own version of, I think, BASIC. Taught me a lot about basic coding. Yeah, that's I think I have a copy of GameHammer. Patrick sent me it. We've got to try that out sometime. Right. So we've got lift or raise, which is number 22. We need another message. What are we up to? 17? Yeah. The panel is too heavy to lift on your own. You'll need something to assist you. There we go. So let's do this. Low priority conditions. Yes, we'll just do it in low priority conditions because although you can't move the panel, you might as well do no local conditions. Let's do this as local conditions just to make sure in case we decide to put another panel in somewhere else. Right, mess hall, room number 9, line number 1. I don't think there's any. Oh, there's loads in here, isn't there? Sent one called Spites Arrive and Creations. That was it. So 3. Okay. If verb 22 and noun 5 and available object number 2. Object number 2. Yes, is the panel. And reset question mark 3. That's going to be important. 3 panel on floor. Actually, no, let's just get rid of that bit. And available 2, because that'll work as well. We can just remove the panel. And that'll work just as well. And available 2, message 17, end. Okay, let's do that. Let's try this. Go back in. Lift panel. This'll... Have I put down the wrong message? Oh my goodness. See, this is why we keep testing things. Message 17. Ow. So we need 18. Right, okay, that's fine. Local conditions for room number 9, line number 3, I believe it was, yeah. Message 18. Okay, here we go. Message 18, end. But here's another thing. So, actually don't do that. Adverbs. 1, with. But 1 could also be using. So, there we go. Right, let's do this. Local conditions, room number 9, line number 4. If verb for lift is verb 22 and noun is panel 5 and adverb 1 with and noun 6 crowbar, and it's available and the panel is in the room. Message 19. How do we move the object? I think it's X2Y, isn't it? So we'll just move the object out of the way. Where are the bits? Oh, for goodness sake, show me the commands! Here we are. X swap Y, no. X2N. To destroy an object, move it to room 0. We're not going to destroy it, we're going to move it to, so 2 to 255. There we go. So that should work. Message 19. You jam the crowbar on... No. You jam the tip of the crowbar onto the metal sheet. It takes several attempts and a lot of swearing. You are finally able to lift the panel off the ground. The panel rests. You rest the panel. Rest the panel carefully against the wall. To your surprise, there is a ladder. There is a how can we say this? Oh, let's talk of jamming tips and swearing. It's too much. Oh my goodness. There is a ladder in the floor. Ah, we'll have to put that as an extra message. That's fine. Against the wall. Well, we can do that. No, message 20. To your surprise, there is a ladder in an access hatch. No, there was. There was a ladder in an access hatch hidden beneath the panel. The ladder leads down. So we need to add in that now. Local conditions, I think it's 4, isn't it? No, the conditions, room number 9, line number 4. Yeah. Right. Message 19, 2 to 225. I believe BR for line break is able to be used. Then message 20, then end. BR is not. Oh, come on. LF, line feed. Right, it's not break, it's LF. Okay, we can do this. We can do it. So, this will open up an area that wasn't available before. LF, message 20. And set. Can I add exits? Can I add an exit? Is it possible to add that? No, that checks for connections. I don't think we can, so we're going to have to... That's interesting. We don't seem to be able to add an extra exit or remove one. Huh. How strange. We can't... Yeah, we can't add an extra exit. Weird. Interesting. Okay, message 20. So we're going to have to set a marker 3. Panel moved. Because we're going to be able to move up and down this ladder. So message 20, set 3, end. That's a complex one, but it allows us to do this. So, actually, go back to local conditions for room number 9. We need to go to 4 again. That was 4, yes. Now line number 5, because we need to quickly check that to allow us to move. So let's do this. So it's go to move to a different room. All rooms come off one hallway, like real life. It's actually a very compact ship that we're in. That's why they're all in one area. So let's have a look. So D for down. Sorry, 6. 6 is down. Okay, verb 6. If verb 6 and set question mark 3 go to, down goes to 11. Go to 11, end. If. Now, we don't need an extra one because it'll just be, you can't. Right, so let's check that. If we go down from here, you can't. But if we go north, search debris, we get the crowbar. Lift panel with crowbar. Panel is too heavy to lift on your own. You'll need something to assist you. You jam the tip of the... Right, we'll have to check that in a minute because that's going in the wrong order. Ladder leads down. Now we can go down. Error, room not found. So it all works except we've got something in the wrong order. Conditions. Let's have a look at room numbers. Conditions 9. Room number 9. Even condition number 3. No, that's not it. Right. If verb 22 and noun 5 and a... Oh. Yeah, we've got it all in the wrong way, the wrong order. I've put these in the wrong thing. So, let's do this. Take all of that information. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly knock the microphone while I grab that code, because we're deleting all of that in a moment. Room number 3, verb 22. I've got to type that in here now, you see. And quickly grab that. I've got these in the wrong order. We can't switch these like I'd like to be able to just grab them and switch them around. I've got to retype them. Verb 22 and noun 5. And adverb 1 and noun 6 and available 2. No, not avail, ave, because we can't have more than 4 letters in the command apparently. Message 19 2 2255 LF message 20 set 3 end. Okay, and then change all of this. Delete all of this. Can we just press shift and delete? Yeah, we can just delete the... No, we can't. Because that's... Oh, why did I do that? Right, here we go. We just got to get right to the end of this. We'll get there in the end, guys. We'll get there in the end. Take care, Einhorst. Thanks for coming along tonight. It's been a pleasure. And we'll see you soon. Ave Maria. I like that. This is like educational ASMR. Hello, Savoy. How you doing? Right, here we go. If verb 22 and noun 5 and available object 2, which it won't be now if you've just used the crowbar. So that's why this has to be this way around, because this check will stop this extra thing coming up instead. We've got this. We'll get the defeated message instead of the victory. Message 18 end. So there we are. Check this again. Hi Julian, how you doing? Take care, Iron Horse. Thanks for coming. Right. Search debris. We get the crowbar, which we can reuse to scratch our back, because that was a funny thing we could just add in. Ah, that's much better. So now lift panel with crowbar. Crowbar. Okay. The panel is too heavy to lift on your own. You'll need somebody to assist you, which we get if we use the wrong thing. So we just lift panel. Panel's too heavy to lift on your own. So that's always coming up now, but lift panel with crowbar. There we go. You jam the tip of the crowbar under the metal sheet. It takes several attempts and a lot of swearing, but you are finally able to lift the panel off the ground. You rest the panel carefully against the wall. To your surprise, there was a ladder and an access hatch hidden beneath the panel. The ladder leads down. There we go. Now the panel is gone. So we can examine the panel. You can't, because it's gone. There we go. It's out of the way. Excellent. So, yeah, there we go. And, of course, we're doing pretty good. So we've got access now to the corridor. There we go. That's not bad for a bit of coding and a bit of fun. We're doing all right here. I'm really, really happy with how this is going. So, we can't go to the cockpit, can we? Can't go south. Yeah, we can't. We really should do a check on that as well, because south will be another room. That's the cockpit. But we haven't got to that yet. So we need a message for that if we try to go south from there. Message. Are we up to 22? Or 21? Or 20? 20 is used. So you can't. The door is shut. You can't. No, let's not do that. The door won't open. You can't. The door won't open. So let's do that. So we're going to need another marker. We're going to make a note of the marker. Marker 4. Marker 4. Cockpit door. Door is stuck shut. Right. So let's do this. Conditions local again for room number 9. We're getting a lot of local conditions in this room. Right. Room number 5. Room number 6. Okay. So, if I can't remember what the verb to go south is. South is 2. Verb 2. And verb 2 and set question mark. Sorry. And reset question mark 4 message 21 end. But if verb 2 and set question mark 4 go to room number 14 end. However, we're going to need a message for trying to open the door. We don't have a, yeah, 23. Verb number 23 for open. If you're going to try and use the crowbar on it, we want an error message to say you can't do that, because the door can't be jammed open with the crowbar. That's a different puzzle. We can't have the same solution for 2 puzzles. That would just be, well, boring, wouldn't it? 21, 20. Try as you, let's do this. Try as you might, you just can't get the crowbar between the airtight panels of the door. There we go. And just as in case it's already open, the door is already open. Hang on. That seems necessary. The door is already open. Just in case someone tries it again, you know. Right, let's do this. Verb, we need a verb. 23, open. And a noun, 9 for door. 9, door. That's the cheat code to open doors in Deus Ex. I bet it is. Edit nouns, 9, door. Right, let's do this. Low priority conditions in room number 9. So, what are we up to? No. C for conditions. Room number 9, local conditions even. What are we up to? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if verb 23 and noun 9 and adverb 1, which is with, and noun 6 and set question mark 4, message 23, end. If verb 23, which is open, and noun 9, which is door, and adverb 1, which is with, and noun 6, which is crowbar, and reset question mark 4, we get message 21 instead. I think it's message 21. Message 21. You can't, the door won't open. No. 22 and 23 is what we needed. Surely with is a preposition rather than an adverb. It is, James Pets, but I'm limited to what I've got on the screen, and adverbs is the only one I could do, unless I put in another noun or another verb. It doesn't really matter what we're using, it's just a way of sorting these in your mind as you go, and keeping the lists going. Savoy, 1984, that's a splendid way of thinking of a live game. Oh! So, what were the messages again? 22, wasn't it? 22... For try as you might, you can't get the panels, and then 23 is because it's already open. So let's do that again. Make sure that the rooms are correct. So we're up to 6. No. 23. This is. I think it's 23 that we need. No, it can't be. 23. 20. Message 24. A message. Oh, for goodness sake! No! What have I done? And 23. I should have wrote these down. I immediately forgot which ones they were. So we're going to have to do this again just to check. Message 23. It's already open. So it's 22 and 23. Oh, I got them wrong. Right, 22 and 23. I'll get there in the end. Sorry, guys. So that should have been 23. We'll get there in the end. 23 and 22. Yeah, so we get there in the end. Okay, this will help because we need to be able to do this 22 and 23. So finally one, if verb 16, which is the examine, and noun 9, which is door, message 24, end. Message 24 is that what basically examining the door. Message 24 is a solid, airtight, internal door for a internal space-worthy door. It can function. Oh, come on. Function as a temporary bulk head in the event that part of the ship is breached. There we go. So we can have a look at that door now. So let's have a look. Examine the door. Door a solid, airtight, internal, space-worthy door. Blah, 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 blah. Go south. You can't. The door won't open. Open door. You can't. Haha! Right, go north. Search debris. Got the crowbar. Open door with crowbar. Try as you might, you just can't get the crowbar between the airtight panels of the door. So, why is the door locked? That'll be because the safeties are in. But we won't be able to find the safeties until we get down into the lower corridor and see how that goes. Right, guys, I think we've got a great thing going here. We've got a lift panel with crowbar. So there we go. We've got access to the thing if we lift the floor. But we don't have the next hallway room yet. We're doing good. This is a nice excuse me. This is a nice game we've got going. It's working out well. We've got a problem and we've got a solution. We have another problem now trying to get into the cockpit. We haven't dealt with that solution yet because the door won't open. So we've got to find a way to access the door. Well, we can do that from another room, which would be like the engineering deck, where it'll have a load of information about what to do. We haven't got that room yet though, because we haven't typed it in. So we've got two more rooms that we need to put in first. The mess hall goes to a transporter room. We haven't put that in yet. So rooms, room description, room number 10. This is the transporter room. Hang on, quickly check what you're standing in. So we do start with a you are. Okay, room number 10. You are standing in a damaged but still basically functional transporter room. Only one of the transportation panels recessed into the floor appears to still be functional. There we go. So connections are west to 9. So we can go east and west now. There isn't a picture for this room because we haven't done any pictures yet. Hint, hint, we might do some pictures. So if we go east, we can now get to this basically functional transporter room. Only one of the transportation panels recessed into the floor appears to still be functional. Got to change accounts to your channel. Another person has made an account using a version of your... I am so sorry that you're dealing with this, Patrick. Whoever's doing that sucks. The people that are targeting you are just disgusting. And I'm getting so frustrated on your behalf here. It's just not right, man. Have you the problem is if you have any idea who this is and you can find out, seriously, I'm going to give you this is not legal advice at all. Under no circumstances should this be considered legal advice, but if you have any idea who is doing this and you can get any information together, go to the police. Because these people are trying to impersonate you, to ruin your life, and in my view, it comes down to stalking and harassment. So, seriously, if you have any information on who is doing this to Patrick, send him the information. And Patrick, if you have any information, you've got any evidence at all, like screenshots of text messages, screenshots of conversations in a chat room or anything, collate it all, take it to the police and open a case. This has gone on far too long. It's beyond some idiots having a bit of a laugh, which they shouldn't have been doing anyway. Get the police involved. This is beyond a joke. And anyone who's doing this, get a frickin' life. Come on, guys. Seriously, stop it. You have no reason to be doing this. You're all bullying this man for no reason. And you've really, really got to sort your lives out. You think it's someone who's part of Zypho or Norvabugs communities. So it's someone from the Amstrad community. Well, if I find... I'm going to say this straight off. If I find out who you are, your ass is toast. Because I'm going to find out everything I can on what you've been doing, and I'll put it out there. So stop now, because you will be forcibly removed from the community. We'll make you persona non grata. Bullying will not be tolerated. It's as simple as that. Sort your damn lives out. I'm so sorry you're going through this, Patrick. I really am. It's absolutely disgusting what's been going on. Sorry about that. A short PSA. Seriously though, if I find out who's been doing this, I will make it public. I will make them unable to continue to be part of the community, because they have no reason to do this. It's bullying, and I'm disgusted by it. You're welcome, Patrick. You've done nothing wrong, and you shouldn't be dealing with this crap. Not right. Okay. You only knew about it because it came to you. Oh, so they're trying... Hang on. Made an account using a version of your name and it came to your email. So they're trying to make it seem like it's your channel. That I don't want to say it's computer misuse, because it would be difficult to try and to prove that. But it's getting close to a violation of the Computer Misuse Act. It's ridiculous. Ah, YouTube informed you of a new comment. Right, that explains it. It's just ignorance. It's absolute ignorance. So guys, we've got here, we're in a functional transporter room, and we have another use for the noun panel. So we can reuse that here. So if we have another message, let's have a look at the messages. So we're up to what, 24? 25? Message number 25. 25. So we can examine the panel. I approve of multiple uses of the noun panel. See, this is the thing. Because we've already got the noun and we're using local conditions for examining things, then we can actually do this as a local condition. And it will come up separately to the other one. So message number 25 is... Or will it? Oh, we'll check it. We'll see what happens. Message number 25 is... the transporter panel is recessed into the floor at one end of the room. It is wide enough to comfortably fit a standardized cargo container. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button again. I hate this. I was trying to press delete, but what I actually pressed was home, which is really annoying. So no. A standardized cargo crate or a person as wide or smaller than a standardized cargo crate. Oh, I'm making myself laugh at my own jokes. So it's big enough to comfortably fit a cargo crate or a person who's as fat as a cargo crate. So that's number 25, wasn't it? Message 25? Yeah. Okay. Low priority conditions for room number 10. First line. If verb 16 and noun, which verb 16 is examine, and noun 5, which is panel. Message 25, end. So there we go. Let's check that. Noun. So examine panel. Okay, the transporter panel is recessed into the floor at one end of the room. It is wide enough to comfortably fit a standardized cargo crate or a person as wide or smaller than a standardized cargo crate. There we go. So we've got space to transport ourselves. And we now need a terminal. We're going to put a terminal in this room. Object number 4 is going to be a terminal. Excuse me. So object number 4. A transporter control terminal. There we go. Starts in room number 10 and weighs 10. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to be able to pick it up. So message number 5. No, message number 25, wasn't it? 26 now. Message number 26. The transporter control terminal is fixed firmly to the floor panels. You cannot pick it up. No, let's change that. As much as you would like a transporter in your ship, you can't take it with you. There we go. So we can't get it. Low priority conditions. What are we up to? What, 25? No. 24. 16? Okay, where are we up to? 20 odd? If verb is 7 for get. Get is 7, yes. If verb 7 and noun. Oh, we haven't got a noun for the terminal yet. So noun would be 10 for terminal. Noun 10 and here 4. Message 26 end. It was 26, wasn't it? I really should remember these things better. Message 26. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Check that out. Go to East. Get terminal. Can't. Oh, because we haven't got the control, the thing. Nouns 10 terminal. 10 could also be control. And 10 transporter. So transporter control terminal. 3 is terminal as well. What? We've got another Oh. Okay, that's a problem. So delete 10 and delete 10 as well. Go up. Oh, for goodness sake, what am I doing? Go up with the control. 10 can still be a control. No, it can't. 3 is control. Right, I'll deal with 3. No, that can't be. So shift. We need to delete that. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to the low priority conditions. What we're up to, 22. Yeah, that was 22, wasn't it? No, 23. Now 10. It shouldn't be 10. It should be 3 because we've already got terminal because of the food terminal, of course. Okay, let's try that. So let's go in and East. There's the terminal. Get terminal. The transport control terminal is fixed firmly to the floor panels. As much as you would like a transporter in your ship, you can't take it with you. There we go. So what's next? Have we got a thing to examine that yet? Examine terminal. You can't. So we need that now. 26, I think it is, that we were just up to. 26. In Virgo 1, Zoe used 2 nouns for ray gun when Swan wanted done. Yeah, I forgot about that. So 27. This is a transporter control terminal. It is a terminal which can be used to control the transporter. Hey, all it needs is coordinates and someone to push a button. No. Control the transporter. And then 28, it is currently offline. Actually, I want to put a space there at the start, because that's going to come at the end of a current thing. 29 is, it is online and awaiting coordinates for transport. Okay, 27, 28 and 29. So we need another marker now. Marker 5 is for power to be on. Full power restored. So let's do this. Low priority conditions. 27, 28 and 29. Low priority conditions. Line number. No, not low priority conditions. Local conditions. Room number 10. Go back, go back, go back. Low priority conditions. Room number 10. Line number 11. Are we up to 11 already? No, line number 2. If verb 16 and noun 3 and available, for some reason you might be able to pick it up, 4 and set question mark 5, message 27, message 29, end. If verb 16 and noun 3 and available object 4, which is the terminal, and reset question mark 5, which is the power is off, message 27, message 28, end. So we've got two different versions. If you examine the terminal and the power is off, it will give you a different secondary message on the end of the first one than it will if the power is set on. So that's what we want, because that is another puzzle for later in the game. So let's have a look at that. Examine the terminal. We'll go east, so there it is. Exam terminal. This is a transporter control terminal. It is a terminal which can be used to control the transporter. It is currently offline. But if we had the power on, it would say it was awaiting coordinates. So we could add that in. Now that is a later puzzle. So we need to set the power on. We need to get into the control room. You're forgetting the closing brackets. Am I? Seems to be working. Let's go and have a look. Conditions, local conditions, room number 10. Start of room number 1. Closed brackets. All of the brackets are closed. All the brackets are closed. Seems alright. Maybe it's added them in for me in the conditions. Seems fine. Looks fine. So there we are. We've got another puzzle set up. We're going to need to transport, because this thing can transport through space and through time. But that is something that we're going to have to add in, because currently it's not working. Unless it's doing it. It appears to be doing it automatically. It seems to be doing okay. So, there we go. Now, we can finally go down the corridor down in below. So, yes, let's add in that room, and then we'll finally be at the point where most things will work. We have 2 more rooms. Well, 3 more rooms after that, actually. We'll do the corridor. Room number 11. You are... No, room number 11? You are in a cramped engineering corridor. No, sorry. A cramped corridor on the engineering deck. It's the majority of the panels on the walls are cracked and offline due to the crash. A ladder leads up to the main deck while the corridor stretches on to the north. Door is in the south wall. There we go. So, connection. It is as good as Doctor Who's TARDIS for travelling in time, space and dimensions? Yeah. How would a panel be online? Isn't that taking the IoT a bit far? I'm not sure you mean IoT there. This reminds me of being a kid sitting in the office at uni while my mum worked. Used to be people doing this on their lunch breaks. Cool. Connections are north to 12, north to room 12, south to room 13, and up to room 9. Ah, Internet of Things. A panel, the power's on and offline, that's what it means. Which room, picture goes within room? None. There we go. So, there we go. We now have a, so if we go north again, search debris, we get the crowbar. There we go. Lift panel with crowbar. Right, there we are. We've got the ladder. We can go down. We are now in the corridor. We can go back up, and we're back in the remains of the mess hall. We can go down again, and we can go up again. There we go. Use terminal. I don't know what a terminal is. Use terminal. Tap on the controls of the damaged terminal, hoping to produce something edible. We get the beige mush. We haven't got a use terminal in the terminal room because at the moment it won't work. Ah! We need to do that. I've just realised we need to do that. So what are we up to? Message 29? Message 30. You tap at the controls on the terminal, but nothing happens. It would probably work better if there was any power. Can we trigger the beige mush remotely? We cannot. Tap at the controls on the terminal. Causing it to beep in response. To beep a loud and noxious warning in response. The screen reads unknown command. Please enter transport coordinates. Actually, that's please enter space time transport coordinates. There we go. Let's leave it like that. So that's 31. So 30 and 31 depending on what we do. So conditions local. Room number 10 will go from line number 3. Line number 4. If. So let's do this. Verb is use or access. I think access and use are the same thing. Yeah, we'll go with that. Verb 17. Oh, for goodness sake. If verb 17 and noun for terminal is 3 and available 4 and reset question mark 5, you get message 30 end. If verb 17 and noun 3 and available object 4, which is the terminal, and set question mark 5, you get message 31 instead. There we go. Can we treat, and how many different colours of mush? There's just beige mush because it's not working properly. So let's go. If we go east, use terminal. You tap at the controls on the terminal, but nothing happens. It would probably work better if there was any power. which gives the player a clue as to what they need to do. They need to restore the power. So access terminal should give us the same thing, if there was any power. There we go. So we've got a lot going on now, and we can't go down because yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. We're not given any clues about that because to lift the panel, you see what happened. Yeah, exam panel. You don't want to. We don't want to give away what's under the panel. So yeah, it's now laid across the floor. So that's why we don't have that. So we've got everything going on, and it works quite nicely. We haven't got a few of the rooms, like the cockpit, the storage room, and the engine room yet, but we're going to get there. So Patrick says he once did an adventure based on a wizard novel by Horrible Woman about 15 years ago. Cool. If you correctly type in the place you want to go, will it send you to Eindhoven? Oh, the Eindhoven saga. The funny thing is, the package that I was waiting for from Eindhoven is actually attached to the Commodore now. The SD to IEC system, which is what you use to access Commodore programs via an SD card, and the Epic's flash fast loader flash card, they were both in that package. So that was the major part of the frustration, apart from the fact that my package that was never supposed to leave the UK somehow ended up in Eindhoven. But no, if you type in the place you want to go correctly, it would not send you to Eindhoven, because that's not where you're supposed to be going. It's attached to your C64 too. Yeah, they're great. They're really good stuff. The card I have is the Final Cartridge 3. I don't know that one. I have to admit, I don't know that one. Patrick says, have you considered doing a text adventure based on Alien or Aliens? I haven't. That might be quite interesting, actually. Right, guys, we have got to the point where we've got some interesting stuff going on in this. We've got a puzzle and a solution. We've got puzzles set up that we haven't yet dealt with. So, yeah, we need some coordinates. We need the puzzle, the power on. We also need to be able to get through the door. Which, if we go back down here... Oh, we're already in here. The door for going south. We need to open that door. Have we got an open door? You can't. Yeah, so there we go. We're going to need to work out how to do this. Examine door. Yeah. The door will open if the power comes on. The power will also turn the terminal in the other room on, but that will need coordinates once the power is on. So it's like a two-stage puzzle for that one. So we're going to need to restore the power, but we haven't got the ability to do that yet. That will be the next puzzle, which will come from the engine room, where things are broken in there. So I think that's going to be a great place to end for the night, and let us save this. So let's quickly save the adventure. Save to disk as a data file. We're going to call it RB1. Saving RB1. There we go. There it is, saved. Excellent. So I'm going to save it there. Give me a second, guys. I have a feeling that I may actually have the file. You know, last week we were wondering where the file was for the other adventure that we've been making. I have a feeling that I made it available as a download off GameHammer website, gamehammer.co.uk, which is on the screen underneath the Amstrad, just down there. So, oh, I've still got the stuff on there. Today's game and death count. There, we take them off. Give me 1 second. I have a funny feeling that it will be in there, because we're making a funny game based on Terminator 2. No, looks like it's not. Oh, well, that would have been great if it was, but it looks like it is not available. That's a shame. I thought it would be. Yeah, the other game was great. It was, but it's not available, so I'm going to have to type all of that back in, which I'll do. I mean, I want to finish the game, so I'll just type it all back in. As I said, Zoe, the Terminator one was T2V6. Yeah, but it's not on the file. It's not on the disc, and that's the problem. So we saved all that. Let's go back into here and make sure that we have. If I press the reset button on the Epics, which is a wonderful addition, yeah, I'm going to type that in again. So load $8, which is the way the Commodore gets its catalog of files off the drive. List them, and okay. That final one at the bottom, it's the where it says 27. That is RB1. If you uploaded it, would the file still be on Dropbox? Yeah, it would have been, but it's not there, which makes me wonder. So, yeah, I'll have to have a look around. Give me a second. Let's go back to the GameHammer site. No, not Netflix. Why? Netflix. Come on. GameHammer Co. UK. I don't update this as much as I should. Don't know why every time I press certain buttons it goes to Netflix. Oh, right, yeah. It's my links on the top of the screen. Have you thought of looking at your old videos to work out what you did with the file? Unfortunately, I know what I did with the file. I accidentally deleted it while trying to deal with other stuff. GameHammer appears to be blank. Okay, that's not good news. That's seriously not good news. There should be something on my site. Where's my site? Oh my goodness. All my other sites aren't down, are they? All over the house. All over the house, is there? Oh, did I accidentally delete the... I was restoring and repairing a load of stuff, and I think I may have accidentally deleted the theme that GameHammer uses. So it is there. It's just not displaying anything because it's got no theme. It's a WordPress site, and if you don't have a theme, it doesn't know how to display things. Oh, I am such an idiot. This is what happens when you've been away from things for so long. Right, guys, so we've got that saved anyway, so that's all right. Don't worry about it, Patrick. I will type it all in. I have chronic insomnia. I spend hours upon hours bored out of my mind and unable to sleep. I will just type it all back in while I'm having one of those issues. So it's not like it's going to be hard. So I will deal with that. I've saved the... excuse me. Oh, I've saved the file. So that's all saved. And we've got a good thing here. So we need a few more rooms. And we'll put them in next week. And then we'll finish off the game, hopefully. And we should have a fun game that I'll make available to download for everyone, and that'll be fun. But thank you so much tonight. I'll get you to record my videos then if you have insomnia. Yeah, insomnia is fun. I've taken these days to... I have a Kindle, an Amazon Kindle, so I don't have to put the light on in the bedroom and don't wake Jen up. I just read books off my Kindle most of the night. The ones I'm reading at the moment, I will actually share these with you. The ones I'm reading at the moment are by someone called Craig Schaefer, who is really good. Let me think. Craig Schaefer. Yeah, here we go. Where's the... Craig Schaefer, author of Harmony Black. That's the one. So they have a website. Yes, they do. Craig Schaefer Books. Okay, I'm going to put this into the chat because they are really, really good. And bring it up on screen if I can. This is the author that I've been reading at the moment. The stuff that I read at the moment is... where are their books? Where are their books? Stories. No, books. Reading order. The books I read are the Harmony Black ones. Here we are. Harmony Black. Harmony Black, Red Night Falling, Glass Predator, Cold Spectrum. That stuff like that, it's so good. Still waiting for you to read Virus. It's coming. It's going to be on a vlog. I'll talk about that in a minute. So this is where I'm up to at the moment. I've just finished Red Night Falling. I'm on to Glass Predator. These books are urban fantasy, but it's not like you might think with Twilight or something like that. It's none of that. The books. Harmony Black is an FBI agent who happens to be a witch and uses magic to deal with criminals who also use magic. It's brilliant. It's great. It's quite how would I say? It's formulaic, but in the style that a TV show has a formula, and is formulaic in that respect. So it's like crime of the week, but there's an overrunning theme throughout all the books, and it's really good. I've been enjoying those. Patrick, I will be reviewing Virus, and the way I'm going to be reviewing it is via my blog, because I have a vlog. The camera is just off to my side here, and I'm bringing that back from probably tomorrow, because I won't be doing it tonight. I need to get a load of editing done. The vlog is changing instead of just being like a standard talking about my life thing. I'm going to have certain things that come up on certain days. I used to do something called the Monday Book Club, where I would review a book. That is going to be moved into the vlog, and it's going to be part of that. And Virus will be reviewed within that, and that's how I'm going to do it. So there's going to be stuff like the Monday Book Club. I'll probably do like a mailbag thing where people do send me stuff every now and again, and we'll do like a mailbag bit of that, and picking up all of the game stuff. Oh, that reminds me, while I was down in town, Heart of Darkness, I've been looking for a copy of this for ages, and look how good this is. It's perfect condition. The only thing that's not in here is the 3D glasses. It says included in this box, free 3D glasses for the finale. Well, the 3D glasses aren't in there, but I do have a bunch of 3D glasses, stereoscopic 3D and all of that. So that's going to be fun and to do. And the pickups and stuff like that, they'll be in the vlog as well. And I'm basically going to have a bit more formula to it. It's going to be a bit more formulaic, but in a good way, like I said. So that's what is going to happen. And Virus will be reviewed in that. Probably one of the first ones I review, in fact, when it starts coming back up. Hi, T-Dowd. How you doing? It's Captain Dowd. For those of you who don't know, you should, Captain Dowd is one of the lovely people who joins me on a Friday on here on the GameHammer channel for Star Trek Adventures, and also is my opponent on Sundays on the Question of Trek. It's great to see you here. How are you doing? But yeah, that's where I'm up to. What's easier to send you, physical book or Kindle file? Probably the file. If you can do the Kindle, that would be great. Even if it's just like a Word document or a PDF or something, I can still put those on the Kindle. It's perfectly accessible that way. So yeah, we could do that. James Pets approves of Captain Dowd, of course. Yes, of course. Why haven't I said this before? James Pets and Patrick Furlong, they also join me on Star Trek Adventures on a Friday. It's great. We have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, right, guys, that's pretty much all I've got for you tonight. We've done a lot with this. We've done a lot with this game so far, and if I bring it back up, it's not huge yet. It's probably it's bigger than some of the other files we've got, like the old version of Terminator 2, the text adventure, which I have to update. But we've got a good thing going here, and I'm really impressed with what we've done. So, my thought now is I'm going to leave it there for the night, and we'll pick up next week for that. And tomorrow we'll be doing more of Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. And guys, you know when we had the accident at the start of last week's Stubbs the Zombie run, where we had the music was so loud, and while I was sorting that out, Mr. Sandman from the title screen was playing. I got a copyright match on that. The previous episode where we were playing, apparently it wasn't loud enough to match, and I was talking over it, but it picked it up last week. So thankfully it hasn't damaged the channel. It's just a copyright match rather than a strike. But yeah, that was fun. Probably wasn't fun for you guys. I should take that bit off the start of the show because it's incredibly loud. But I haven't yet. I'll probably do that afterward. Anyway, I've got to get to editing a load of videos for Jen's channel. So I'd best get to do that. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Stubbs the Zombie. Thursday we're playing GoldenEye. Friday it's Star Trek Adventures. And also, guys, before we go, here's the thing. Iron Horse was asking the other day, because he ends up having to go to bed early because he's got an early start for his job, and a few other people also have to leave early. Zoe, what's the email to send stuff to the Monday Club? Oh, yep, that's fine. I'll pop that into the chat now. zoe.robinson@gmail.com with a subject line of Monday Club, because that way it will be marked as for the Monday Club. So, Iron Horse and probably a few other people have been asking, can we start the show a little earlier? Now, I'm happy with doing that, but I want to know your thoughts about starting at maybe 8 o'clock. Continuing on, we'll probably still finish around 11 o'clock, but starting the show earlier and essentially going for 3 hours. I'm fine with that for most nights, except Mondays, where I just can't, because it's not possible. I'm running the Monday Club on Jenny's channel. I'm the producer for that. So I wouldn't be able to start at 8 because her show runs till 9. And I need the time to sort everything out from ending that and doing what we call the teardown, putting everything away and making sure everything's fine. And then coming out into here and setting up. So that would have to still stay at 10. But for like Tuesday to Thursday, I won't move the Star Trek Adventures because that would require rescheduling with a lot of people. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, what do you think about starting from 8 o'clock? Jayspet says either works for me. Excellent. So the Monday and Friday would stay at the same times because I don't want to have to impinge on other people's schedules. But for the rest of the week, I'm thinking of starting at 8, but let's stay as it is for this week and then try it for next week and see what happens. How's that? Just to keep everyone's not standard. So how about that, guys? I think that'll be fun. We can give it a try. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off now. Beep. There we go. Commodore is off because it's not a good idea to leave old hardware just sitting around. But guys, I've had a really good night tonight. I think we've got some good progress on this. Patrick says 8 on Friday is impossible, as normally about the time I'm waiting for the bus home. Yeah, don't worry about it. Friday, we're not changing. Like I say, I don't want to impinge on other people's schedules. I won't be changing Friday. But Monday, sorry, not Monday. I won't be changing Monday or Friday. They'll still stay at their current times. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would become an 8 o'clock start and go on till 11 still. Ben says earlier might be better. Fair enough. So, alright, from next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, we're going to try starting at 8 and we'll see how it goes. Cool. Right. Like I say, I want to run it by you guys because, let's face it, we have a good chat, don't we? We have a good thing going here and I don't want to mess that up. So, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you've had a great evening. Take care and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Take care. Bye.